YouTube once again. Welcome back with another video. This is Alfred here, and you're welcome. And today I'm going to speak on priorities. I want to talk about priorities, and that it's very important that we actually have priorities in our lives. And why are priorities important? Priorities are important because as men, we usually, especially if you're a man in going after goals, developing yourself, and just basically a whole-rounded man who has purpose, right? You have to have priorities because you have goals, you have ambitions, and you obviously have a whole lot of things that you'd like to achieve in life, right? So it means that basically you have to have priorities. You'll have to sacrifice the things that are not a priority in your life, right? Many times as men, we get caught up in thinking that we have to do a whole lot of things in our lives. We have to achieve certain things before a certain time frame or a certain date or probably a certain age, right? All these things that we want to achieve, they are achievable, right? But then again, we still have to be patient, and we still have to have ways that we are going to achieve these things, right? So it means that if you want to maybe say you want to be a millionaire before you're 30, right? That's just an example. You have to really set your priorities right. It will be tough for you to do certain things that will take away from what you want to achieve at that moment. For example, you may need to go and study, right? Study how business, we're taking for instance that you want to be a millionaire of something or of sort, right? You may have to study maybe business so that you know how a business is run. That's one priority or one thing that can get you closer to what you want to achieve. Or you may just start a business at that moment. Maybe you get some capital or some starting money, and then you go on and start that business that you have decided to start, so that you are on your way to achieving your goal of being a millionaire, right? Now these are supposed to be goals that are set, but then again you may have other goals, right? You may have goals that you want to learn certain skills, right? As you also at the same time you are maybe creating your business, but then it comes a time that you cannot do many things at the same time. You have to choose what exactly you want to embark on, right? Because if you want to do many things at the same time, right? You want to achieve certain things, you want to be the best at certain stuff, you'll end up suffering and not achieving anything, right? The work that you put out will end up suffering. You won't have quality work, right? Or you won't put your mind into the thing that you want to achieve easily, because you have so much going on. You want to achieve this, you want to achieve that. So priorities are basically, it does not really mean that you should totally dismiss the things you want to achieve, right? But it means that you have to put things, the things that are most important that you want to achieve at that moment first, right? Or arrange them so that you knock them out first, whatever you want to achieve, and then whatever comes below that can then come after, right? For example, if you want to start a family also, right? Or you want to just have a certain skill. Now, to be tough for you to start a family, have a certain skill, also run a business, because all these things are energy draining, they're time consuming. So what do? You have to set priorities, right? It's not, like I said, it's not impossible. You can start a business. Many people have done that, as well as start a family, as well as have or obtain a certain skill. However, you still really have to be realistic about that, because if you're going to start a family, you make sure that your partner or the woman that you're starting a family with truly understands that what you're embarking in, right? And this is why I said priorities are very important, right? Because if you're going to start a family with a woman who does not understand that you also want to be a businessman, right? Or you want to be an entrepreneur, or you want to be a business owner, right? She won't understand the fact that you have not maybe made payments of bills, right? Because in your mind, you're starting a business and you're hoping that she understands. Maybe by then you have a family, a young family, and you're just hoping that she understands that you are down on payments, you're still starting a business. It doesn't work that way. You have to make sure that you're with someone who truly understands that there will be times that will be tough. There will be times that you won't have any enough money to pay some stuff, maybe bills and stuff. That money may have, or you may have the money, but that a lot of that money may have to be redirected to the business, right? So you need to know that you have to have the right people around you and someone who really understands you. So now you have to decide what is the priority. Are you going to start a business? Are you going to start a family? And the reason I'm comparing this is because it's not easy to find someone who truly understands and back you up when things are going wrong, because they usually do. And this is why a lot of relationships actually go south. They go down south because there's a lot of misunderstandings, especially in the finance area, right? Because what someone else thinks, or that your partner, what she was thinking at the time was that you're going to take care of her and the family and yourself very well. She had not anticipated the fact that things would go south. So you prioritizing, you have to think and be realistic. Are you ready for that thing, the certain thing? Remember, starting a business itself is very draining. So how do you go about it? That's why I'm saying prioritizing things is very important. Make sure things that you want to embark on are high in your priority. So once you knock them out, you go to the next goal, right? Now, it's not, like I said, it's not impossible not to have multiple goals, but make sure those goals that you have, what I call auxiliary goals, or just goals that are easily achievable. For example, within my major goals, right, I have other goals that I would like to achieve. For example, just goals like learning how to play chess, right? Those are just things that it's a skill in itself, obviously, but it's something that's very doable. All you have to do is go online, and you get all those resources that you need, right, to learn how to play chess. So is chess a priority? For me, is it a skill that's a priority? No, but I do take time to learn how to do it when I get the time, and I do spare time to learn, right? But it's not a major priority, right? Which means that within my goals, within my weekly goals, or within my daily goals, it's way down in the priority list, right? It's not the first thing that I think about when I wake up, and that's what I mean by priorities. Maybe after a while it might be a priority, who knows? But for now, there are other major goals that I want to achieve. That's really connected to the bigger picture of my purpose. But of course, chess in itself is something that I've always wanted to learn. It's a challenging thing, something challenging. So it's also part of the bigger picture of my purpose, but it's not high on the priority. So that's why I say it's very, very important that we prioritize things. As much as our relationships are concerned, it's the same thing, right? How are your relationships with people? How do you relate to people? Are you good at relating to people? If you're a businessman, you need to know, or if you want to start a business or want to learn business, or how to interact with people, you need to learn how to talk to people, negotiation tactics you need to learn. You cannot just read or watch videos. Those are things that have to be a priority if you want to be a businessman. So prioritizing things is very important. Make sure that you are putting your things that are top of the list and knocking them out by having your goals and creating those goals weekly, daily, monthly. This way you have goals that you are working on each time that you have the time to do them, right? And at least with priorities, right? What also the big advantage is that you know when and how to spend your time, because certain things a priority, it has to be achieved, it has to be done, so you don't waste time on that. Now, having lists depends on your own goals. What you prioritize depends on what you want to do and what you want to achieve. So no one has, for instance, I don't have the same goals or the same. They may be similar, or we may have similar goals or probably similar sort of thinking. However, the way we achieve them and the way we are going to go about them will be totally different. So I may prioritize one thing, you may prioritize something else totally different, right? That's why it should be tailor-made. You have to sit down, make sure that you know what you want. It should be connected to your purpose. All those things should be connected to the purpose that you want to achieve in life. And like I said, without a purpose in life, without something that is going to push you, no matter how many motivational videos you want to watch, no matter how many inspirational videos, inspirational talks, motivation talks and all that preaching that's going on, you're going to listen to without actually working and putting in the work, you are not going to move the needle forward. You need to start putting action into your goals, back them up with action, and continue, be consistent with those actions, and that's how you continue pushing the needle forward. So having those goals that are priority will help you move forward, having priorities so that you can achieve the purpose that you have set out for yourself. Yeah, that's about it, about priorities, and just make sure that you have priorities in your life. You cannot really want several things at the same time. Priorities will help you actually really put things in order, right? Order of list, that what is important should always come first, and then everything else follows, so that you have an orderly path or an orderly way to achieve your goals. And yeah, that's about it. And yeah, you can check out my Twitter, same name, You can check out my podcast with my same name, Alfred Kaizirege. By the way, I'm still calling it Twitter. I know it's X, right? But I'm always calling it Twitter, so you can check out my X. My account, the same name, Alfred Kaizirege, and the same with Instagram. You can check me out. So with that said, peace. Till next time.